Legal stuff, legal stuff. Happy holidays.
Hello, my name is Xander Casey. You may know me from such things as the 2018 Xander Talks Disney Christmas Special, the 2019 Xander Talks Disney Christmas Special, the 2020 Xander Talks Disney Christmas Special, and of course the honest trailers for Aladdin 2019 and Black Panther. Yes, really. Every year for the Xander Talks Disney Christmas Special, you will always see a nice selection of memes, particularly the Sprite Cranberry commercial starring LeBron James and me screaming that one line from Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer that everybody memes at this time of year. Well, things have changed in the past year. Like when he took his talents from Cleveland to Miami and then later Los Angeles, LeBron James has now went from promoting Sprite to promoting Mountain Dew. And today I say, thank you! Look, I know, I don't like being negative, but have you even tried Sprite Cranberry? Sprite Cranberry is flippin' disgusting. It managed to make Donald Duck orange juice taste good. I didn't think that was even possible. So today, as we say farewell to one meme, let's start up a new tradition. Because now I'm entering Jolly mode in 3, 2...
Well, the time of year is here again to throw a party for a few close friends. Now I'm just tying up a few loose ends and then we should be good to go. You know I made a list and checked it twice because forgetting people isn't nice. But I don't really want to roll the dice, so I'll recheck it nice and slow. Cinderella, check. Belle, check. Snow White, check. Seven Dwarfs, check. Are you ready for Christmas? Are you ready to have some fun in the shiny December sun? 'Cause that's what we're gonna do. Yes, it's true. Are you ready for Christmas? Hurry, hurry, now don't be late. 'Cause we're ready to celebrate. And all we need is you. All we need is you.
Take it away, Neil!
Okay, big finish! Cue key change and massive fireworks display! Are you ready for Christmas? Are you ready to have some fun in the shiny December sun? 'Cause that's what we're gonna do. Yes, it's true. Are you ready for Christmas? Hurry, hurry, now don't be late. 'Cause we're ready to celebrate. And all we need is you. It's Christmas. It's Christmas. It's Christmas. Merry Christmas!
Why weren't you at elf practice? Yeah, I said I wasn't gonna do Sprite Cranberry. Doesn't mean I wasn't gonna update the other. Ah, yes, it's a time of year again. I don't have any 3 things to do this year, do we? It was stupid anyway. This name is the recap. Because why would I have to remind you this happened? This happened.
I invented chill.
And this happened.
You need to turn that dark side into a Disney side.
This year, we're doing something a bit different. Kind of a Christmas present from us to you. So to the dreamers of all ages watching this, I present to you a brand new sub-series for Xander Talks Disney I like to call, That's a Franchise? Today on It's a Franchise, we're talking about a movie series that you probably don't even know was a movie series to begin with. I'm of course talking about the 1996 Christmas comedy, Jingle All the Way.
Jingle all the way. You picked the wrong day.
I know what you're gonna ask. Why are you talking about it on this show? Well, simple really. And that's why it's on Disney Plus now. Now, I was stumbling on it for a while. For those that don't know, Jingle All the Way is a 1996 family comedy starring Arnold Schwarzenegger alongside Rita Wilson, Sinbad, Phil Hartman, and many others I can't name, as well as a pre-feminist Jake Lloyd. The movie itself, well, it's another one of those workaholic parent and their damn wiener kid movies of the 90s. Except this time it's the other Christmas-themed one. The only difference is, compared to the other Christmas-themed one, Arnold Schwarzenegger does not turn into Santa Claus. Someday I'll get the Santa-nator made. The plot itself is after going to an office Christmas party and missing out his son's karate tournament, or recital or something, I honestly don't know what the term is. To make up for it, he goes bonkers over the highest toy of the year, Turbo Man! And not Booster, because everybody flippin' hates Booster. Sort of like how nowadays people hate on Luigi when he's not Mario, or Tails when he's not Sonic, or Verb when he's not Phineas. I don't know. I don't know about that. I really don't understand it. And I should probably mention, he tried to find a toy on Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve is honestly one of the worst days to shop anywhere. Technically, any day in the last week before Christmas, that is automatically considered to be the worst days to do anything. I mean, unless you're picking up biscuits, but just get the pre-made stuff. No one's gonna cry about it. But in the end, after securing a Turbo Man doll, the kid doesn't want it because his dad was dressed like Turbo Man. The film itself is stupid. I know a lot of people grew up on this movie, but I didn't, because I did not know this movie existed until 2018. But I will say this right now. This movie is the glorious kind of stupid. I kind of see why 90s kids who grew up on it love watching this movie year after year. This definitely feels like a live-action remake of an animated movie that never got made. It's weirdly cartoony. Like, whenever I hear Arnold Schwarzenegger in something cartoony, my brain immediately thinks of the movie he did after this a year later.
What killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age!
I wish I was making that statement up. I gotta be honest, whenever I see an action movie star in a comedy movie, you're gonna get mixed results. And this is coming from someone who unironically likes the Dwayne Johnson movie, The Game Plan. Don't judge me, you all get that one movie you consider a guilty pleasure. And also, as it turns out, the timing for the movie release was weirdly perfect, because this was the same holiday when Tickle Me Elmo hit shelves. And wow, I had missed out a lot before I was born, did I? I should probably mention the film kinda has not aged well in one particular reason. And that's with Phil Hartman's character.
Oh, no.
Go on. You deserve it.
Okay, but...
Yeah, fun fact. Before he died, he was said to be the voice of Zap Brannigan on Futurama. After seeing this, I could not tell if he were robbed or not. Yeah, I'm well aware. This was said 20 years before Me Too happened, but that does not excuse anything. This is still cringy. Like, I think even in the 90s it was cringy. But by now you're wondering, Xander, what the heck? Why is Jingle All the Way a franchise? Well, 18 years later, someone at Fox got bored.
It's awesome! It's like a palace!
And now, as they say in French, the peace of the resistance.
Yep, for some reason they made a sequel, Jingle All the Way 2. Even though this is more of a standalone sequel, so it makes me question why was it not called Jingle All the Way Another Christmas or something. No, seriously, that would be the name. Jingle All the Way, Another Christmas or something. This was a direct-to-DVD sequel with an entirely different cast, because for obvious reasons he really didn't direct the DVD movie can get Arnold Schwarzenegger. I mean, yeah, this was during a very low point in Arnold's life. Why? Well, yeah, even at his low point, you really think a direct-to-video movie would be something he would sign up on? But instead for this movie, they got Mayor of the Tow Truck himself, Larry the Cable Guy. Why did they get Larry the Cable Guy? I actually have no clue. Maybe had time to kill between Cars movies and Prowler's OTC commercials. Back just very recently when he was on The Masked Singer as this. Oh, what the f*** is that?
Language.
Anyway, when he was on The Masked Singer as
Legendary superstar comedian Larry the Cable Guy!
that. As one of his clues, he said this.
I've even replaced Schwarzenegger in a film.
This was the movie he replaced Schwarzenegger in. Larry, my dude, that is not something to brag about. Anyway, the sequel to is very different from the first one, specifically since the main star of the movie is a divorced dad. Anyway, the movie's about him him competing against his ex-wife's new husband, who is a wealthy businessman. I think you take a while to guess who the bad guy in this movie is. To compete, to try to nab the hottest toy, which is a Harrison bear, to give to his daughter. And the wealthy businessman happens to be the only other recognizable person in this entire movie. How recognizable? Well...
It's safe?
Of course it is. I rigged it myself.
You put Brian Stepanek in anything, I'm not gonna hate him in it. You would just appreciate that Brian Stepanek is not gonna be the guy that's only known for playing Arwen on Sweet Life of Zack and Cody for his entire career. Seriously, he's surprisingly one of the few people that wanted to do stuff after Zack and Cody ended. Thank God, he actually deserves all the work. Although because of that, I still refer to him as Arwen no matter what thing he does. Don't believe me, I consider this Arwen but with 11 kids. But as it turns out, the daughter didn't want the Harrison bear to begin with. In the end, she actually wanted her family, including her mom, her dad, and her new stepdad, all together for the holidays. I'm not gonna lie, it's actually kind of sweet. I mean, the film itself, it's boring. Yeah, it's a boring sequel to a live-action cartoon, basically. I don't know why it was boring. Like, oh my god, this made me want to fall asleep instead of watching this. You wanna know what's weird? You wanna know who produced it? WWE Studios. Yes, that WWE. I'm not making this up. I have no idea why WWE got involved. Like, even if you look in the production page on the Wikipedia article for Jingle All the Way 2, it just doesn't tell you anything outside of where it was filmed. And why am I not surprised it was filmed in Canada? Canada's where you film stuff on the cheap. Was it because there were more wrestlers involved? Because I checked, there was only one wrestler involved, and it was Santino Marella.
You sure?
Who, even though after scouring through his Wikipedia page, I still don't know who he is. I bet he's a nice guy and all, but I'm sorry, you're not a recognizable wrestler from the WWE. Like, think about it. When I say recognizable WWE wrestler, what's the first thing that comes to mind? John Cena! My point exactly. But I guess the only reason WWE got involved was because this was around the time when they were slapping their names on whatever straight-to-DVD movie that was releasing. And for some reason, they made crossover movies with Hanna-Barbera, and for some reason, a sequel to Surf's Up. Yes, Surf's Up, the 2007 animated movie from Sony about surfing penguins. Who was asking for a sequel to that, and specifically a garbage sequel where this exists?
I just wish you could milk a fish.
The more I think about it, the more it hurts my brain. This is kind of a dull sequel anyway. I mean, the first movie, it's basically a live-action cartoon that was gloriously stupid. Here, it's gloriously sleepy. Like, I'm not making this up. If you put this on in the middle of the night, I would fall asleep to it. In fact, I'm not making this up. This is aired multiple times on Freeform in the middle of the night. Sometimes I put it on while I'm editing. Don't judge me. All it does is makes me ask, why make a sequel to Jingle All the Way? Who asked for a sequel to Jingle All the Way? Why not bring back at least one cast member from the original movie as like a tongue-in-cheek cameo in Jingle All the Way 2? And more importantly, why would a 24-year-old male buy girly wrapping paper from the store? This was the only one they had left at Dollar Tree that didn't cost $1.25, okay? I think this is one of those movies that should have not been made, but then again, why were you sequelizing a film like Jingle All the Way and making it direct-to-video only? Like, if they waited a few years when the Disney merger happened, then maybe they could have done a Jingle All the Way sequel. Well, specifically if they made it about the kid from the first movie being a dad now. Obviously, they're not going to get Jake Lloyd since he pretty much refuses to act nowadays. Honestly, I don't blame him. It's basically the same thing that happens to him like what happened to his dad. And obviously, they'll probably get Arnold to do like a small cameo. Although, if they did make a Jingle All the Way, no, I don't think they would do it with toys. I mean, not a lot of kids play with toys now. All you have to do is give a kid a tablet with YouTube Kids on it, and bam, they're entertained for the next 5 years. Or maybe they can or maybe they can go crazy and go with game consoles. Like, if they did go with game consoles, let's be honest, this would be the Turbo Man, and this would be the Booster. So yeah, Jingle All the Way. That's a franchise. But I want to hear from all of you. What do you think about the Jingle All the Way movies? Either the first, have you seen either of them? Tell me in the comments below, or tweet at me, or Instagram me at ZarenTheBoss. And don't forget to follow me there as well. I'll be back in January with another episode. What's it gonna be about? Probably not another Christmas episode. I mean, who's stupid enough to do a Christmas episode in January? Some idiot, who knows? But for real, what's the episode gonna be about? Yeah, that's right. The last episode comes out 3 days before Christmas, which makes it impossible for me to record an entire episode within a matter of 2 days. Because you try editing this crap. Well, it's not entirely Christmassy. Well, anyway, thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. And until 2022, I'll see you real soon.
Friends and family, and the memories we recall. The share that fills the air, that makes this the best Christmas of all. It's good friends and warm wishes that makes this the best Christmas of
Gee, thanks for letting us share our Christmas spirit with you. Merry Christmas, everybody!
Why weren't you at elf practice?